Rainfall is starting to influence the quality on most markets, but is also keeping volumes low. The question is, however, how will this impact prices? Welcome to this week's AMT Fresh Produce Market Overview. This week we investigate the quality issue due to the excessive rain, but the tomato, carrot and onion prices can still jump due to lower volumes expected. All in this week's episode, made possible by Standard Bank, so don't miss a second. The average national price of potatoes increased by about 2% to R66.32 per 10 kg, with 6% more volumes also reported the past week. This was therefore a good indication that demand also picked up. Last week, large potatoes traded at R80, mediums on 63 and smalls on R40 per 10 kg. In terms of varieties, mondial prices increased to 68, while the Safra price increased to R67 per 10 kg. The average price for Class 1 potatoes was on R70.92. We don't see real price movements or shifts over this coming week, with high volumes that can come into the markets and demand that can also maintain current levels. The average onion price started to increase and increased by about 5% to R46.69 per 10 kg last week, and is now 2% higher than what we saw a year ago, with volumes currently on the markets about 11% lower. Brown onions increased to R48, red onions increased to R54, while the average white onion price decreased by about 3% to R45 per 10 kg. Large onions traded on R49, mediums increased to R48, and smalls stayed sideways on R45. Higher demand can likely support prices this week, while volumes on the markets can also start to drop, which can result in prices to start trending upwards. Tomato prices increased sharply the past week and increased by 43% to R12.52 per kilogram, mostly due to volumes dropping by about 14%. Large tomatoes traded at R12.97, mediums at R13.02 and smalls at R10.20. There was a lot of rain in the Bosveld area and will influence the volumes and quality coming into the markets, so expect prices to stay high this week as well. Quality seems to be a problem across the board on the markets, with better quality getting a premium, but more low quality that can pull down the average price as well. We are however expecting prices to gain momentum in March and April with the rainfall that can give an extra boost to prices if it keeps volumes on a lower level. Carrot prices also jumped the past week on the back of high demand and lower volumes, averaging on R6.20 per kilogram. Large carrots traded on R6.78, mediums on R4.99 and smalls on R7.55. The markets opened up on very low volumes this week, with the rain also limiting volumes to the markets. However, quality is also a big issue, which can force buyers to only buy the necessary volumes. Expect carrot prices therefore to stay on a higher level, but the upward movement can be limited by lower or selected demand later in this week. The average pepper price dropped by about 13% to R11.93 per kilogram. Green peppers traded lower on R8.80, yellow peppers decreased to R22.27, while red peppers decreased to R17.52 per kilogram. We're still expecting the average price to stay closer to the R10 mark over the next 2 months and gradually decrease therefore. Cabbage prices trade lower on R3.52 per kilogram. Garlic prices decreased to R42.73 if we look at the average price, but locally produced garlic also decreased to R36.19, while imported garlic traded on R82.76. Spinach prices increased by another 6% and is now trading on R9.60 per kilogram and is now 92% higher than a year ago, almost double the price that we saw last year. Sweet potato prices increased to R6.32, pumpkin prices increased to R3.02, butternuts traded higher on R4.38, while green beans jumped to R22 per kilogram. Cucumber prices, however, dropped again and decreased by 16% last week to R6.34 per kilogram and is now 61% lower than what we saw a year ago. For a deeper dive into these and other markets, be sure to download our latest reports available for free at amtrends.co.za. Shifting our focus to the fruit markets, however, the average banana price decreased by 1% to R9.76 per kilogram or R176 per 18 kilogram box, and this price is now about 31% higher compared to a year ago, with the current volumes about 23% lower than what we saw last year. The lower volumes are mostly due to less imports that we're seeing from Mozambique at the moment due to their political tension that they're having at the moment. Apple prices dropped by about 6% to R12.52 per kilogram, with about 1% more volumes reported. The pear price dropped by another 6% to R8.08 per kilogram and can soon bottom out at current levels. The orange price decreased by 19% to R16.89 per kilogram and is now 2% lower than what we saw a year ago. We're still expecting prices to drop further from here on out, as more local volumes will likely force these prices further downward. As expected, avocado prices dropped by another 8% to R17.61 per kilogram. Variety-wise, Viertes decreased to R20, while Haas and Pinkertons traded between R17 and R18 per kilogram. Expect avocado prices to drop further and possibly stabilize between R10 and R13 over the next few weeks. It will be interesting to see if we can trade on a slightly higher level compared to last year due to slightly less volumes expected. The average grape price traded 8% higher on R23.03 per kilogram last week, with volumes also increasing by about 4% week on week. Compared to last year, we're still seeing 15% higher prices due to about 16% lower volumes reported. Although prices will likely stay on this lower level for now, it is still likely to remain on a higher level than what we saw a year ago due to lower volumes expected this season. Pineapple prices traded lower on R14.21, lemons dropped to R7.42 and can stay in this downward trend for now, while blueberry prices traded about 22% lower on R203 per kilogram, which is still on extremely high levels. This video was proudly brought to you by Standard Bank. For more detailed market insights, visit our website at amtrends.co.za, where you can also download our latest reports for free. There is also more reports, more videos, and the latest market prices. You can also join our growing community on WhatsApp for exclusive updates. Just follow the link in the description to stay connected with the latest trends and insights. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe, and thank you for watching.